Hello there, my wonderful sunflowers. How you're doing? Hope you're doing fine, enjoying yourself, having a good time. How to live without self-improving videos, right? How to live without a tarot telling you how to do things in the right way. Today, you and I, we're going to check out your energy level at the moment and how to improve it. I want to see that. So there's a first, there's a second, and there's the third one. Okay, timestamps are always below down in the description, so please check that out. Like, share, subscribe, and off we go with the first part. Ooh, ooh, I love this card, you know, because it's Nine of Pentacles, but in Osho's representation it's actually the maturity. You're becoming mature, you're actually becoming, if take 100% of energy level, you're 90% energized, and you have a very good sense of understanding yourself. You definitely have a good way, good sense of stability level, and also a great amount of love, um, unconditional love, first of all, towards yourself. In the first position, people in here, I can feel your energy, you're boosting up. Even if you're thinking right now it's not like that, soon you will come to this position when you will feel like, wow, I did so many things, I feel amazing, I am the best version of myself. Even if it's not the full perfection, I am still getting there. There is a room to grow, and I'm feeling freaking awesome. Wonderful. Is there a way to improve it? Oh, okay. You know why I said 90%? There's this 10% that is waiting for you, and that's the last part of the finishing the cycle, right? And that's about Four of Swords and 21st Arcana, which is the World. So you're coming to the cycle, or to the point where you're actually going to forget and forget what is it, first of all, to postpone, you know, procrastinate, wait for something. You're not going to do this anymore. You're actually willing to take this cycle off from your life, and you will be completing that little puzzle. If right now you're feeling like you don't have enough energy to do things, soon you will have more than enough. You will take yourself further, and you're going to complete a lot of tasks which you couldn't do for a very long time. It could take up to years for some of you. Getting out from the relationships that did not bring you any happiness. Connecting with those people who you always wanted to connect with but never had the courage or the chance. Proposing to proposing some ideas that you never thought would, even in your craziest mind, would actually become true. Getting in touch with the ancestors, getting in touch with your future generations, getting in touch with yourself and your um, astral projections. If we're talking about the magical world, right, if we're talking about esoterics itself, the people in here, they will start doing all types of rituals and practices that they thought that they would never be able to achieve. It's such a pure energy, unbelievable. I don't even have to say anything else. I'm going just to leave it this way, enjoy it, look at it, and just meditate on it. Meditate on the fact that you are allowing yourself to become the better version of you, and that you're fixing whatever needs to be fixed, finishing whatever has to be finished, and you're moving forward into the bright future, into the new generation, into the new cycle of life, into the new you. Okay? Wow. Now, the second position. Let me just push it a little bit, okay? Because guess what? I'm not going to take off the cards because I feel like it's important for some of you to look. Second position, Eight of Chalices, or letting go of yourself. Actually, people in here, they start to finally realize what kind of chances they have missed in life. what kind of things were not meant for you, or were meant for you, you have taken it or you didn't take it. It's about evaluating yourself. It's about the energy that allows you to show your mental strength and your mental weaknesses. You finally allow yourself to be weak. There is something very interesting. The weaker the people I meet, the stronger they try and seem to be. You know, you see them wearing these masks of self-confidence, or the masks of total ignorance, and then when you try and dig a little further, it's just a total different perspective. So finally, for you, you are trying to realize, and you are realizing actually, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and what are your opportunities in here, because you're slowly letting yourself go into the new reality. What to do to improve this situation? If you haven't thought of if you haven't thought of connecting with your ancestors, it's about a good time to do it. You're allowed to do so, and it's a great time to do so. Maybe going through your roots, remembering looking through the pictures of your grandparents, going through depending on which religion are you, right, or which type of belief do you have. Going back to your homes, right? Going back to your country, traveling through the places where you have spent time when you were a child, getting connected with the people that you thought that are long gone, your friends from high school, your friends from kindergarten, maybe people who you thought you would never talk to. Coming back to the roots, coming back to understanding that we're not divided by nations or races, but we are connecting through that. We are connected by the diversity and the variety of love and peace, and just, it doesn't really matter who they are, who we are. It's all collective energy. And a lot of chalices, in here. You're kind of going to fly through the emotions of uniting yourself with others, because before you were differentiating yourself from the others, and maybe even trying to understand why you're so different from the others, or how to maybe become normal. But then you suddenly realize that hey, everyone is not normal, and I'm one of them, so let me be united with them. Or I am cool but not that cool, so actually there are a lot of people who are at the same level of struggling just like me. So the moment emotionally the more emotional you will be, the better connection there will be with other people, the better connection there will be with the world, with the healing yourself, with healing the energies within you, with healing your inner core. Some people in here, they might have been sick for some time, going through really bad emotionally unstable moments. I do get you, I do understand you, I have been there myself. So it's kind of coming back and distinguishing what emotion is yours, and what emotion is given to you by other people, and how to differentiate that, and how to slowly slowly tell yourself that you are not just your emotion, you're more than that. You're also your love, you're also your dignity, you're also your people around you, you're also the part of the earth, you're also the part of the universe. Okay, so the more you will understand that, the more you're going to come back to your roots, the better it will be. It's one of the greatest things that that we as human beings we have. We have our past, we have our future, and we have the present moment. And connecting all those three is the best gift that we can have. Okay? Whew, I was quite I was quite philosophical in this reading, but it was really nice to do this because it's been a while. I haven't done something like that. So thank you. Position number 2. See you next time. Bye. And number 3. Oops, let me just push this. Ladies and gentlemen, the Empress herself. The Empress who's ready to give, the Empress who's ready to love, and the Empress who is trying to understand her inner conflict. You know what? A lot of Empress energies, right? The creative energies, being mixed up with the Queen of Wands energy, the one who's like super duper active and doing a lot of things at the same time. This is not your limit. Your limit is not only by making actions. Sometimes not doing anything is also an action. Sometimes getting into a confrontation with other people is also doing something. It's also about creativeness. Even going through non-violent communication skills, improving it, it's also a huge step forward. Because in here, my beautiful empresses, they are a little bit hiding themselves because they're having this inner conflict. In order to be who I am, I always have to move. I have to be amazing. I have to be the best version of myself. I have to be a little hectic. I have to prove to everyone that I am this one. But that's the thing, you know, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. And that's why your inner side, you know, it just goes into like, hey, let me be by myself. Let me listen to myself. I need time for my introverted version of myself. Sounds strange, right? Because Empress usually is not about being introversive at all, but the whole conflict between the two sides of you is like from going to active to going to passive, and it just switches so quick, sometimes so fast. It's really difficult to keep a track on that. It's really difficult to keep a track on when is this inspiration is going to come and when is this inspiration is going to go off. I totally do get you, you know, because I'm the same with the YouTube, you know, when where I am just sometimes I'm very active. I'm recording thousands of videos, posting them, and then there are times when I just don't feel like doing it. I'm taking months of break from it because guess what? I'm a human being. But it's difficult for the subscribers or people in general to do so because they need a constant content, right? And because of that, sometimes they're kind of waiting on you, and it's not the best option for them, right? So in here is the same. What to do to improve it? I would say you need a retreat moment to understand that sometimes you might go very quick and then the people around you, they suddenly become very slow and you're like, what the hell in the world is going on? It's just the world is trying to tell you to calm down and take your time and relax. And sometimes you go into this introversive mode and everyone suddenly starts to become a little more active. And you're like, oh no, I have just been going through these phases where I was very hectic, but now when I finally want to calm down, they are actually becoming more active. Remember that the energy that you're passing to the others, they take some time to digest it and they take some time to represent it to you in the right way that you need. So sometimes it's about actually a patience itself. Okay, try to take more of breaks if that is possible for you. More breaks for meditating, more breaks for going outside in the nature, more breaks. Even, for example, you're working 8 hours in the office, take at least like 1 hour 5 minutes break to go outside and just like look at the sky, the trees, the 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 clouds, you know, to kind of like restore this energy and then come back to the office and work. You need this. You need this kind of going forward and coming back, you know, going forward and coming back, and from reality to the universe, and from the universe to the reality of your own. Because sometimes it feels to me as if your astral projections and your real self are a little on different pages, and due to that you need time to be quiet within the head and out. Okay, hope I was informative enough.